Well, hello everybody, it's Bella here, and I've just come on to show you how I'm getting on with my covers and some ideas that I've had. We went off on the bank holiday Monday and we went into Tintern, for those of you that live round and about in Wales, and we had a fabulous day, absolutely fabulous. We went to Chepstow, most of everything was shut because it was bank holiday, but I went on then to Tintern. Loads of craft shops, loads, and had a fabulous afternoon, and we had lunch out as well. So this is what I bought, and I've just been storing those in there while I've been finishing my slow stitch. But isn't that cute? That is so cute, adorable. Those little ducks, I love them, absolutely love them. I love all that. And I bought these in the craft shop as well, and it's given me an idea for the one that I'm making, which I'll show you in a moment. And these actually come out, look. So this is what I'm going to be doing in my art one. But isn't that a lovely cover? Beautiful cover. I'll probably put a journal in here, so I'll probably make journals to go in there for me to writing. So I'll put my own journals in there. This was another one. I was trying to find an art one with brushes and paints all over, but she didn't have any. This is a sewing one. So what I thought I'd do here is keep my doodling in here and my stitching. So that's what I thought I would do there. And that goes in there. And that is removable as well. So this is the idea I've had now for my journal that I'm making, my art journal. So isn't that gorgeous? My eye has just caught this, and I've been doodling away on some material, and I painted the background just different colors in my little from my little paint box, and then I went over them with these 4 artist markers. And what color did I use? I used that one and that one, and you shake them, and then you press the nibs down to get the ink to come down. But I did use my brush pens on there, I believe I did. That's what I did use. I put it all away now, but anyway, and I've been doodling on that, so that'll make a lovely little notebook when I get round to it. So much to do, not enough time. The other thing I thought you might like to see was my lovely little jar that I bought in the craft shop, and that is glass paints. I'm not sure how they've done that, but that was obviously done when they made the little glass plate to go on there. And isn't that just adorable? And it's only, let me measure it for you, 3.5 inches high, and the bottom is 2 inches, so it's not going to fall over. I'm not going to knock it over that easily, but isn't that just the cutest thing? That was to cheer me up on my desk. My husband bought me this. I bought the other things, but my husband bought me this beautiful pin cushion from the Tintern Abbey shop. For those of you that have been to Tintern Abbey, you'll know what I mean. And I went in there looking for holy cards, but being they didn't have any. It was just arty stuff. So a little bit disappointed there that they didn't have anything that I could use for my prayer journals. But we're going to Oxford next week, so I shall have a look in their churches there. Probably have to go in a Catholic church to get the holy cards, because they do the most magnificent holy cards. But that was that. What else did I buy? I don't know, I can't remember. But I did buy this yesterday in the works, because these are, and they were cheap. So, I mean, for the doodling that we're doing, or I'm doing, you know, you'll go through them really quickly. But these are quite nice ones. And you shake these as well. They're not going to last that long. And as I say, you keep pressing down till the colour comes, and then you're away. All right? But they were only £3. That was in the works. For those of you that are in the UK, you probably got them in Hobby Lobby or something like that over in America or abroad. So that was those. So what have I been doing? I've been finishing off my, let me just put my scissors back because they're taking up room. And this is how far I've got. The cover is complete. It's a bit messy, but that's how I wanted it. I wanted it messy. And what I've just done while I was waiting for the chaps next door to finish drilling, because they're now building back up the wall that they took down from our garden. So we may start drilling again in a moment. I'll have to stop. But she's coming on nicely. The snow stitch is finished. It's all complete. So I'll just lift it up so you can see. And I've done some cross stitches and mainly straight stitch. All right. So that's that. So I have put a backing inside. I tried lots of different things, and in the end I went for this one. It's quite neutral, and I'm going to have my book in there like so. But what I thought I would do, where's my marking now? I did mark it. Oh, there. I did mark it so that, I don't know whether that's going to be too wide, but I can always trim it, can't I? So I was just about to, I'm going to use this and then cover this to go inside to make those pockets on here. Now they've just put material in here, but I wanted it to be a little bit more stable. And I'll tell you what I've done here. I forgot to mention that I did use what's it called? Batting. Have I got any here to show you? No, I put that away as well, I think. Unless it's in the drawer. No, I put it away. I've tidied up. I try and keep tidy as much as I can. But there's batting in between, so I've got batting material that I put on here. That's the way it goes, like that. I put all my placements on top of a piece of white material on top that went on the batting, and then I sewed this onto the material. Now, if you're going to make one of these and you don't want to line it, then all you have to do is to sew all these pieces onto the, but you'll have to line it because you've got the batting. No, you could put the batting, you could just sew it onto the batting. And I've done that before with my slow stitch box. So you have your batting, then you place all your little squares and pin them on, baste them. Then you can do your stitches, whether you do embroidery or whether you do slow stitching. It's entirely up to you. You can even do your free motion stitching with your machine if you've got one of those. I was playing with the idea of going around each one, but it's only for me, so I'm not worried. But after all that, then I glued this on. I glued it on because I didn't want to see all the messy stitching. I changed my mind. And I put this lovely material inside. I'm not sure it was the right choice, but that's what I went with in the end. And now I've just, with my sewing machine, I've gone round and done a lovely... Oh, sorry, I'll have to stop. Okay, I've been playing while I've been waiting for the gentleman to finish drilling outside my window. They're working out there at the moment, but they're not making any noise, so hopefully we won't get any more interruptions. I've been playing with... It's not canvas, it's like calico, but I'm sure some of you will call it something else. And what I did, I was going to use the PVA, but it's going to take too long. And if it's only for me, I can always correct it if anything goes wrong, can't I? So I'm not worrying about too much with the glue. And I'm not going right to the edges because I shall be stitching this in a moment. I just want to get it sort of in the middle. Pull it down just a fraction. And this is what I did just now. I've done one ready for sewing already. Doesn't have to be dead straight or anything. I'm not bothered. And then down here, I'm not going to the edge because that's where I'll be stitching. And I'm just using Yoo-Hoo. Oops, nearly went to the edge. And I'm going to do that to hold it in place. Hopefully, and make sure that's stretched nice and tight. And the other one worked fine. There we go, that's fine, that's okay, that's lovely. And then stretch that one because I didn't want any more patterns or colours going inside the art journal, so I think that complements that quite nicely. The only thing I'm vexed about is that this corner here isn't straight. It's gone a little skew-F. I think I did that when I was cutting it, but it doesn't matter. I'm not gonna worry about it too much. Now I can either go right to the edge and cover that over like that, or I can come in, because I can always trim this, can't I? Let me see what it looks like from the other side. I don't mind all that furry bit hanging down. It's not showing anything actually. So we can make our minds up whether we want, whether I can live with that bit there. Let's see if you're in view. Yes, you are. Or not. Probably not, knowing me. Now, you're wondering why I'm not putting any lace on this, aren't you? Because you know what I am for lace. But it's an art journal, and I didn't want it to be fussy. I was going to go around and do a Roxy with the little bits of fabric that she did on one of her journals, or her bags. I think she was doing it on her pouches. But I changed my mind. But what I will do now, I will stitch this all the way around here and here. And hopefully that will stay stuck down. But if it doesn't, it doesn't matter. It's only going to be a little bit wobbly. And then I think I'm going to glue it. I think I'll glue it on then. Because I don't want any stitching going through here. Any more stitching. So I'll just get my sewing machine out and I'll be back in a moment. Well, okay, I'm back. I've had a busy day. I've had visitors and the workmen have been working most of the day, but I'm back. So whilst I was waiting for them to stop drilling next door, and it's the last day today, so I shouldn't be disturbed in the future. So I'm really pleased about that. And maybe my mojo might return. Who knows? I'm hoping anyway. Anyway, what I've done, I've made this. I think I showed you this before I turned the camera off. And I run them through my sewing machine and use my lovely threads. It's in the sewing machine now, but I will show you the box in case you're interested. Sorry about the noise. Madeira, I think that says. There we are. Multicolour poly neon. And I don't know where I bought it. Probably I bought it in, oh I do. Now those of you that came on the retreat in June, I think Emma went back and she visited the Black Mountain Fabric Shop, which is in Abergavenny, and this is where I bought these a while ago, quite a while ago now, and they're all kept in there. But the one I've used is still in my sewing machine. It's similar to that one, but slightly different. So you get this variegated. I'll hold it up if you like, and you can see. I don't know whether you can see with the light I've got in here. Of course, it's late afternoon now. It's 5:45 now, so I've had a really busy day because Rachel called in with the boys and they've been helping my husband all day. So it's been a busy day. We've done the garden. We've done lots of things that I'll let Rachel share with you herself. So we've had quite an exciting day and my garden is looking splendid. So I'm using the dreaded fabric tack, but it's called 3-in-1 here, all right, just so you know, by Beacon. And I'm going to use that because I know, oh, I need to go down the side, don't I? Too much talking? Okay, we need to do this side. Well, it won't matter because you could put it on any way I like because it's exactly the same. There we are. So I'm going to take it right to the edge, right down there. And the thing with the fabric tack, you have got time to manipulate it or move it down if you want to, which I might do just slightly, but it's grabbing, so that needed to go across there a little bit. There we go. That's all right. Doesn't need to be perfect. It's only for me. All right. That's that one done. And really, that was quite easy, wasn't it? There's no hardship in that, but I think putting the cardboard inside has helped. Oh, my bin's gone. Now I'm going to remember now. So if I put my hand where I'm going to not glue, so if you all put your hand where you don't want the glue to go, you'll remember then, because some things may go on upside down, mightn't they? Anyway, I hope you're all well and keeping busy with your crafts. I haven't done a lot of crafting. I've done a lot of sewing, but I can't say I've done any journaling or anything like that. My mojo just flew out the window, just disappeared. There you go, all done. And I know the Fabri-Tac will, and I've got the window open, so if you hear a swish, it's the main road 2 streets down that we can hear from here, and the bypass. But that should glue on there quite nicely now with the Fabri-Tac, the 3-in-1 I mean. And then I'll be able to put my sheets in, which are by here, but I've got to add more sheets. And I'm wondering now whether or not that I might, this is my art book, by the way, my art journal that I'm going to take on holiday. And I've been doing some doodling and watching, now what's her name? Denise Love, L-O-V-E, Love. Denise Love, and she does these wonderful abstracts. And I've just been having a play, and I'm going to doodle on these. These are what I've done so far. Not very good, because I wasn't in the mood, but it started me doodling. So I've got these ready. And if you go over to Denise Love on YouTube, she's a wonderful abstract artist. She doesn't do landscapes and things like that. She doesn't do flowers, but she does a lot of doodling on her abstracts. And they're great fun to watch. And she teaches you all about inks like these and how to use them. I was just showing them to Rachel, and Rachel didn't know what to do with them. So I've just shown her now. And I've got to be careful because I don't want to get it on my book. And they got this thingy. I've forgotten the name of these, like a tippet. And you fill it up with ink, and then you can drop it into whatever it is you're painting. So you can mix the ink with the paint, and it looks really fabulous. I haven't tried that yet because I was struggling to get the caps off. They were really, really tight. But my grandson will help me with that later. So this is now ready for me to do a cover for this, so that I can make a book out of it. And it will go in here like so. That goes up like that. I've got to be careful because it's not, the glue hasn't set yet. And I'm hoping now that I've got the right measurements. I don't think I have now, and yet I kept on measuring it. Is that in the middle? I may have to trim some more off then, because obviously I've taken up space here now with the glue, haven't I? But I did trim quite a bit off already, so, but that's okay, that's not a problem. I can soon trim them. That's why I didn't finish making the pages, because I thought there may be a little bit of, now this is a small one, I think. They should go in. I don't understand why they're not going in. Let's try that one. There, that's it. And then that will go like that. I haven't pressed that down yet because it was still drying. And when I've got them all in and I know exactly how thick it's going to be, then I will press it down. And if you want a rounded edge, when you glue in your inside, whatever journal you're making, always remember, if you're doing it out of material, don't make a crease down there, because that's only going to take one signature. So if you wanted to take more, and I have got a bit of a crease there now, but if I would have to sew them in and then do it, if you understand what I mean. But this is just going to have one, so it doesn't really matter. So they're going to go in there. I'm going to put different kinds of papers in here, and it will go in there like that. And then, excuse me, then as soon as I've managed to make the signature, I'll press it down then, and that will be flat. And then I may make a something to go over here to keep it shut. And also I'll be able to put things inside here. So that's where I'll be storing my papers like this that I want to use. And if I want to put some of those in, and I don't want to put them in a book, they can be stored like that, and they can go in there like so. And these little ones as well. So there's plenty of room there. And then the signatures will go in there, because the signatures won't go underneath. It'll just be the, because what I'll do with the signatures, let me just take this back out a moment. What I'll do with the signatures then I will stitch them once I've decided how many pages I want in here, because I've just got drawing paper here just for my doodling, and that one needs to be trimmed now, doesn't it? Well, actually, no, it doesn't, because it's not going to matter. This one will go in here like so, and then it doesn't matter what size this one is, excuse me, does it? If you understand what I mean, because it's not going underneath. So that will be fine, because they're the same size, top and bottom. Excuse me, I've got a frog in my throat. It's the glue, it's this. That's why I don't like using it. It does affect my asthma. But never mind, and hopefully I'll still sleep tonight. But there we go. So that's how far I've got with that. So that's looking really nice. And as I say, I won't bend that yet until I decide how thick I want my pages, because I don't want a very, very harsh line down there, because that's quite solid. If you can see, it's quite thick. And it's even thicker now with this on there. So that's going to be nice and sturdy. She can certainly hold her own. But I'll show you when I've stitched it all in. I've stitched all these in, and I'll have to stitch it into the cover, won't I? Because otherwise they're just going to flop about. So everything, all the pages, I've got some lovely handmade paper to go in as well. And I've got this lovely book here, Earl in the Bold, but it's very thick, and I can doodle on that as well, and I can stamp on it, and I can take my stamps with me on holiday as well. So they're all going to be stored in there like so, and I think it's going to be lovely, and I'll be able to carry it around with me and do a little bit of drawing or sketching or something, and these can go in there when I'm ready, you see, that sort of thing. So I'll be able to keep all this together. I don't know whether that's going to fit. I might have to cut that down. Yeah, it's too big, but I can trim that now, top and bottom, or off the top, and I can carry that with me, and then I can doodle with them on holiday, because that's what I've done them for. I've got more of this. Oh, that was the ink I was trying out. It was this one. So I painted the background, and then I've gone over with ink. I was just squiggling, all right, and just trying things out. So that's that. So that can go in there with those, and they can go at the back for now, until I'm ready to put my signature in. And I think that's going to be really fun. Yeah, I'm pleased with that. I may put something on the front, or I may not, but I'm really pleased with it, because it's quite substantial. It's quite a nice thing to carry around. So there we go. So I hope you enjoyed that, and I'll show you the finished product probably on Friday. Have a lovely day, and wherever you are, keep safe, and I'm sending love to you all. Bye for now.